Hi everybody, it's me here. I'm live. Running a little bit late today. I had to go run over to my parents for a little bit, but I'm back now. There's Terry, Kevin. Hello everybody. Brian, Oz, how you doing? Long day. Did a private charter and then I had to drive from Long Beach up to Montebello to my parents' house. That took an hour and I just got back. So that's why I look like this. I guess I always look like this. Hey James, how you doing? Hey D House. Tony. So just a reminder, that's the prize for the super chats. Hopefully we're going to give it away this week or the next week. But it's a $300 tackle box by SKB. I'm going to try to have one here on Thursday, but I don't know for sure if I'm going to have it here because Thursday I'm on a boat. We're fishing on the Spitfire. Hey Jose, how you doing? Rusty, first time visitor. Rusty, we mainly talk about Southern California fishing and Northern California fishing, but if there's an area you live in, you want to talk a little bit about it, everybody here is game to talk about fishing. What city are you in, Rusty? And how did you find me? Did you just accidentally come across us? Hey, Tyler. Ooh, Tyler's heading out on the producer. Gonna go catch some Dorado, hopefully some tuna. That's good, Jose. I'm glad you're doing well. Hopefully the audio is good today. I'm trying to get closer to the mic so you guys can hear me. Hey, Joe. So a week from today, Tony, you're on the 3-day? Hey, Tamara, how you doing? Hey, Jeff, how you doing? Jeff said they had limits of bluefin yesterday, and they caught a bunch of Dorado. I don't know if they got limits of Dorado too, but it sounded like they ran into a ton of Dorado. Hey, Oz, thank you very much for your super chat. D House is getting ready for the Spitfire. Okay, so we have a new person on here. It's Rusty, and he's from Arkansas. Just addicted to fishing, and I guess they use bow and arrow over there too. James, I'm not going to Alaska this year, but hopefully next year. I got to start contacting the resorts here soon. They'll be finishing up their seasons here pretty soon. Yeah, Brian, he's farther than you. Rusty, how did you find out about us? Jeff says there's Dorado all over. Jeff, do you think they're in the channel now in Long Beach? Yeah, so you guys see if you can catch some. Yeah, guys, I have two spots open for Saturday, a Catalina trip, and if there's Dorado, I have no problem going to go do that. So we have two spots open, and if you guys want to go look for Dorado on the channel instead of running to the island, we can do that, or we can go look for Dorado first and then head over to the island. That's what we would do with Rocky last year. So there's two spots left there if anyone's interested. Okay, Jeff says there's reports of tuna off Catalina. So if one or two of you want to sign up, there's two spots available. You can use that link right there. The weather was nice today. It was a little bumpy. I don't know, maybe 5-6 foot swells, but no wind, real comfortable. We had limits of rockfish, and then we went inside and did pretty good on the calicos and the sand bass. Surprisingly, as ugly as the water looked locally, the fish bit, and they bit good. What does Manuel say? Hey, yeah, been a while. Finally got off work early. Hey, Manuel, thanks for joining us. It's been a while. Okay, so Rusty just found us randomly, but I'm glad he found us. Hey, Mom, how you doing? I just saw you, so I know how you're doing. Yeah, we have a blue background now. Okay. James is off to Vegas. Tomorrow, if you want to do volunteer work, my youth foundation can use help. Tony on vacation. You caught a smallie. So, Jeff, how far south were you that you guys saw him? I mean, not south, but I mean north. I mean, do you think there'll be any up in the channel up here in Long Beach soon? Or do you think they're there now? Yeah, I know tomorrow. I just had to throw it out there. Yeah, so if anybody wants to go Saturday to go look for Dorado or go fish Catalina, we can go look Saturday. I have two people signed up already, and we have two spots left. I only need one more person to go. So if somebody wants to join us, there's your opportunity. Rusty has family in Long Beach. I do private charters out of Long Beach. Hey Donnie, how you doing? Real Raider. Tamara, when you retire, I think you'll be doing a lot more fishing. I'm glad you like the hat. I wore the hat all day today fishing, and you guys don't want to see me without the hat on right now. So I thought I would leave it on. Yeah, drama. We're going to be on my boat on Saturday. But it's a Catalina trip. It's not a half-day trip. Yeah, and it looks like our trip out of Emeryville, Brian, is going to change a little bit. It looks like we have to go fish farther out at sea because of the closure. And the closure is no more inside inshore fishing for Northern Cal. So we're going to have to go deeper and farther. So trying to figure out what all that's going to actually mean. But we're going to have to change our trip. So instead of being a Farallon Islands trip, it's going to be a much farther trip. So I'll get some more details. Steve says, when you go on vacation, you go fishing, or do you? You talking to me, Steve, or who are you talking to? Hey, Rob. Thank you for sharing my YouTube channel with your daughter. The next kids fishing club meeting, they're on the third Saturday of every month. So in September, the third Saturday in September, I should look and see what that date is. That will be the next kids club meeting at Leg Lake. And then the next big lake event will be in November. So the third Saturday is the 16th. Not this weekend, but the following weekend. So you're welcome to join us then. On the 14th, guys, oh, that trip sold out. I'm on the Gale Force. The 27th is the meet and greet trip on the Gale Force. Yeah, Rusty, if you can get out here soon, it's going to be Dorado. Should be Dorado out of Long Beach. Left-handed trigger. I don't think any of the boats will want to do trips in November. We might do like a lobster trip in November, but no, most of the sport boats stop running then. But on my boat, we can easily do some open party trips if you guys want to do that. Rock fishing will be open in Southern California until December 31st, so we could do that. Yeah, Rob, that's in Whittier, not Whittier, but Whittier Narrows in South El Monte, right where the 60 and the 605 freeway come together. Marvelous Lighting, hello. Yeah, I think we're going to have good fishing until early November. I mean, hopefully it continues. see how we doing. All right, let's do the show opening just for fun. I'm Dan Hernandez, and I live to fish.
All right.
I have been fishing along the Pacific coast my entire life.
Oh!
Let me bring you in the action and share with you some great fishing tips along the way. Yeah, Donnie, call Monica and get on the standby list. You never know. Sometimes people cancel. Hello, Terry. Let me play. Here's that trip that we were on last week on the Legend. Okay. I'm back. All right, so I have a little slideshow for you guys for where is it? I think it's a sea wolf. find it for you guys. Yeah, Jeff, I think the Redondo boat is on a 2-day trip. I think that's why they were out there. But were they past San Clemente Island, or were they in between San Clemente and Catalina when you saw them? Hey, Mike, how you doing? Hello, Tim. So we have one person that always does a negative thumbs down. Just amazes me that they bother to join us every week just to do that. Okay, so way farther south. Yeah, they're probably on the 2-day trip. Yeah, Brian, I think they want to leave as soon as everybody's on the boat. So we'll try to get everybody on the boat around 5. And if we have everybody checked in by 5:30, we'll leave. Tamara, what are you talking about? Who would do what? I'm trying to catch up. I'm hoping to do the raffle next week, Tim. Hopefully to do it next week. Just got to get a few more tickets in, and I'm hoping to have the box here um, Thursday, so you guys can see it, and I can do a Vanna White and show it to you all, so you can see what's at stake there for the raffle. Yeah, I'm sure you did, Jeff. It was bumpy today. One of my clients got seasick today. Wasn't so much bumpy. I guess the big rolls, but coming in, Man, the water was breaking up over the breakwater. A lot of waves over the breakwater. Yeah, Jeffrey, the trip we have coming up out of Emeryville, there will be lots of lingcod. From what I heard yesterday from Jay and the New Hook Fin, they are catching limits of lingcod, limits of rockfish. The rock fishing sounds like it's so phenomenal in that deep, deep water that they're limiting out in one drift. One drift. And 22 people getting limits of rockfish. So that's pretty cool. Hey, Tamara, thank you very much. Yeah, that's what I had today, Jeff. We had rollers. Lots of rollers. Yeah, Rocky wants to go fishing, but he wants to just go strictly bass fishing. And I was kind of nervous how the bass fishing would do today because the water is really brown inside. I don't know if it's red tide or it's just from the hurricane and it hasn't settled down yet, whatever, but it looked ugly on the inside. And even out in the sculpin rockfish areas, the water's brown, but we caught fish there. And then we went back to the horseshoe for the afternoon, early afternoon, around 12 o'clock. And the bass bit good. They were right under the boat, thick. You didn't have to put a sinker on or nothing. And they bit really good. We had almost limits in an hour on the bass, so it was really good. Yeah, Rusty, we're talking saltwater bass, calico bass, sand bass, stuff like that, not largemouth bass like what you catch there in Arkansas. But you got to come out in California and go calico bass fishing. It's pretty good. Yeah, we probably had 10 knots of wind today toward the end of the day. I was getting a little nervous because the forecast said 15 knots of wind today and maybe gusts higher. But we ended up heading in at 2 and there was none of that. So it was good. We got lucky. Yeah, Rusty, hopefully you can join us more often. I know it's late where you are. It's 10:40 over there. Yeah, Tyler says it's red tide. That's what I was fighting today. It was all red tide. A lot of red tide. So hopefully that will go away and we won't have to deal with that anymore. Let me see what else I got on here for you guys. Here's a kids club last meeting. Rusty, that was my youth foundation. I have a nonprofit youth foundation that teaches kids about fishing, and third Saturday of every month we meet over at Lake, and that's what that is about. And some of the guys that are here right now are volunteers for my youth foundation, and I appreciate it very much. Can't do all this work without your help. Really appreciate it. Those are big stripers, 70 pounders. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen one that big. Daryl, you had a shot at a lingcod, huh? Too bad it was short. Robert, I just showed pictures of you in the slideshow from the last Kids Club meeting. Okay, guys, just a reminder that today is brought to you in part by Boomerang, B52 bucktails. So look for these when you're at your local tackle shop. Yeah, maybe you can start a kids fishing club there at your church. We need to get more kids involved in fishing. Less X boxes, more tackle boxes is our slogan. So Thursday I'm going to be on the Spitfire. I don't know how many of you guys will be on the Spitfire, but we will be fishing Santa Monica Bay. Looks pretty good calico bass fishing, so we'll be doing that. Wow, 100 pounder, 109 pounds. That's huge. I don't think I've ever seen a 100-pound striper before. We get all excited here when we get them like 6 pounds. Yeah, I've never seen them that big. Okay, so if you guys just joined us recently and you didn't know, this coming Saturday, I have an open party trip scheduled to go to Catalina, but Jeff is telling us that the Dorado are making a big push up our way, and they're probably already in the channel. So we can go look for Dorado on the way to Catalina Saturday morning. It sounds like a lot of the kelps have Dorado, some have yellowtail on them, some have both. And I know some of the boats are going to start looking tomorrow, the local boats. So hopefully they'll start getting them. And I want to really do this trip on Saturday. So if I can get one or two of you to sign up, there's the link. And I would like to get the trip out and go get some. John Tuna Slayer, probably the same kind of stuff that you took on the Legend trip. Something light, 25-pound test, and then up to like 40-pound. But I will find out more as we get closer to that trip, which isn't that far away. On the 22nd. That's Friday the 22nd. Jose says, have kids at my church who want to learn to fish. Yeah, why don't you start one of our youth foundations over there? You can be our affiliate in Texas. There's a group in El Paso that wants to start a kids group too. So we could have 2 affiliates in Texas. That'd be cool. So anybody else been fishing? Just Jeff and I? Well, Daryl went out and he got. Daryl, what else did you catch on the Gale Force other than the lingcod? That was too short. Were there lots of bass? World record striper was 81 pounds. So the one that Rusty's talking about, 100 pounder, is that a different species? Tim has a good question. Hey Robert, bluefin reported 3 miles off Dana Point. Yeah, Jeff probably saw them on the way in. He said when he was coming in the other day, they saw tuna and dorado all the way back to Dana Point. Quite a few fish. Well, thank you for using a bucktail there. Catch your rockfish off a kayak. Hey, Kevin's here. So did you buy the new car, Kevin? What kind of car did you buy, Kevin? Is this your car or your wife's car? Or should I even ask? Some truck fishing. The one with scales. You're gonna wait till 2025 to buy it? 2 years? Or maybe I didn't understand what you're saying. The next meet and greet. Oh, so you're gonna buy 2 new cars? Because I know you have to keep your larger vehicle for towing your boat. The next meet and greet is on Wednesday, September 27th. Wednesday, September 27th is the September meet and greet, and then 2 days later I leave for Emeryville on the 29th. She's willing to wait 2 years to decide on her car? That's amazing. So Daryl says they got calico, sheephead, and grouper. Yeah, it sounds like a rough day if you guys ended up fishing grouper rockfish. But Jared knows some good rock fishing spots over there, so I'm sure you guys got some nice ones. Yeah, I don't think they're going to go for a Bentley, but maybe Ferrari. Aren't those both like SUVs? Yes, James, I would look for electric reel. I don't think we can. I know we can't fish shallower than 300, and it sounds like we'll be fishing anywhere from 350 to 500, 500 feet. So if you have an electric reel, I would bring it, especially since you plan to fish the 2 days. And we're probably going to have a fuel surcharge because we have to travel so much farther. But I'm trying to get all those details worked out. And it's not, I shouldn't call it a fuel surcharge. It's going to be more like a trip surcharge because now it's going to be an extended trip going a lot farther. So the fuel that they used to spend to go to the Fairlawns, they're probably going to have to spend at least 25% more to go where we're going to go and back. And I don't know if you guys know, but fuel, Jeff, this is going to freak you out. Fuel in San Francisco for the sport boats, not the retail price that the mom and pop guy gets that fishes once a week and takes his boat in, but for the commercial guys, is $6.50 a gallon out of San Francisco and Emeryville. That's $6.50 a gallon right now out of Emeryville. Hey, Raymond. Yeah, that's why we use electric reels, Rusty. We use a lot of electric reels. I've never used an electric reel as much as I did this year. So I'll do that. Jeff, you're paying $6.77 for gas? Oh, okay. So your buddy's up north too? Yeah, these guys are fueling up every 2 days to run to this farther spot where they fish. And like Jeff says, 677, 650. Rusty, do you need electric reels when you get older? Part of it is that, and part of it is to drop two hooks down 700 feet, 800 feet, and wind it all the way back. Takes a long time and can get tiring. So to use an electric reel just makes it more convenient. You know, if the skipper wants to go fish 1,000 feet, you can fish 1,000 feet, but you have to have the right reel. We don't go fishing to save money, Steve. We go fishing because we love to go fishing. If we wanted to save money, we would just go buy fish and chips at a restaurant. But you know what it's like being on the water. That's our happy place. Yeah, like Lloyd says, it makes deep water fishing more fun. Yeah, fuel's really expensive. And I guess it's worse up that way. And I'm paying over $5 a gallon where I'm at, but I'm not paying that much. Yeah, but a two-speed just going to be super slow. Still got to crank it all the way up. Yeah, I would say bring some extra food, James, and some extra drinks because it is going to be a long time. Okay, Jerry, I haven't been in the office today. Monica was there till 5, so you must have left your message after that. Tony, 500 feet, 24 ounces of lead. At 1,000 feet, I don't think you're going to feel much. You're going to feel, yeah, using all spectra, you're going to feel the little bit of, of tugging, but you're not going to, I don't think you're going to feel anything fighting really hard. Yeah, Jerry, go enjoy dinner with the wife. Make her happy. It's her birthday. Okay, what's your other question? Jeff's birthday's on the 13th, guys. Marvis is coming up. So, Jerry, you can ask a question here or you can email it to me later. All right, guys, I guess that's it. All right, James, watch us Thursday from Vegas. Yeah, some of the boats, I think the Sea Wolf next year is going to start offering black cod trips. They're going to be limited load, 12, 15 people. They're going to provide electric reels, and it's going to be over 1,000 feet. The question about Dorado: use live bait or dead bait. Do not throw jigs at Dorados. Jigs end up coming back flying at you. So don't throw. Please don't throw jigs at Dorados. It's like using a bow and arrow and letting the fish hold the arrow, because the jig will come back and hit you or somebody else on the boat. I don't let on my boat anybody use a jig when we're Dorado fishing. We just use live bait or dead squid, and we catch them that way. All right, guys, I'm going to say goodnight to you. Again, if anybody wants to join me on Saturday, if any of you want to join me on Saturday, here's the link for that. And it looks like we're going to, hopefully we can get one or two more people. We're going to go look for Dorado on the way to Catalina. And hopefully we don't make it to Catalina and we just catch Dorado in the channel. Hey, Rusty, thanks for joining us. Appreciate that from Arkansas. Good night, everybody. I'm going to go inside and call it a night. All right, everybody be safe. Thanks, everybody. And those of you that are going on the Spitfire, I'll see you on the boat on Thursday. All right, goodbye.